Hi, this is Kerr from Audio Outsource. Today I'm going to have a closer look at the Ostinato section of Spitfire Audio's Albion One. If you haven't used the Ostinato section before, it's a great quick way to create some motifs and some rhythms and patterns in your music, which you can then move around the keyboard. So let's get stuck in. So my weapon of choice is Reaper, and I have Contact already loaded up with Albion One and the strings in section here. So the Ostinato section works best with all the shorter articulations, the spiccato, pizzicato, staccato, and so on. It doesn't work with any of the longer ones, being a more rhythmic and motif-based way of playing. Obviously, it doesn't work with sort of legato and longer strings. So you get straight into the Ostinato section here, and here is where you can decide what length of notes you're going to put into your pattern. So if, for example, we had wanted to play a pattern of triplets through the bar, and so on, we can just add, say, 12 triplets for the full bar. And if we switch the ostinato mode on, let's just put it to ascending just now, I can now hold down one note and it will play the 12 triplets. Which is exceptionally boring, but a good start. From here, we can decide which note or which key interval each triplet will play. So if I had wanted to play the ascending triplet pattern that I played manually, I can change all of the note values, and we can just say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. If I can get it right, there we go. So each time I hold down a note, the first triplet will play the first note, the second triplet will play the second note, and so on and so forth, in whatever the ascending interval is, and it'll then follow me around the keyboard. So let's try that one again. Let's hold down the three notes that I was using. And now we can change that to something else. And I can play that at any interval around the keyboard, and it will follow me around in that ascending pattern. We can do the same in descending. And so on and so forth. There is also a chord mode, which I will demonstrate for you in a second. And there is also an order pressed, which works better with more than three notes, so that you can tell if you have, for example, four notes that you're going to play, you can place them in any order on the ostinato scale, and then whichever order you actually play them in, or press them rather, it will play that value. So here we are. So there's a standard descending, and if I put it into order pressed, and I say I press so we don't just have an ascending or descending pattern. So let's go back to our 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just to demonstrate the triplets. It's great to be able to create a motif and a pattern like that you can then move around the keyboard and record. However, it's a little bit lifeless. So this is where the velocity section comes in. Let me put that back to ascending. And we can maybe accent the first note of each triplet set. So. Gives it a bit more life. We can experiment a bit more with that. Let's do every second note in the pattern has a little accent to it. And so on. We can miss out notes from this pattern, for example. It's very easy to demonstrate that because I've just used 12 triplet notes. Say I want to take out, just some random ones till we create a bit of something different. So on, and then we can save all of these as patterns and load them back up at another time. We can use any of the note values to create a motif. And if I take some of these ones out, and we'll start with a blank pattern. Let's just do something like that. Oh, I've inadvertently done a Star Wars motif. But I'm going to show you chord mode using this. So rather than ascending or descending or order played, we can go straight into chord mode, which means we can use the same sort of notes, the same sort of scales, but change the chord around. So, and again, we can add a bit of variety there with a bit of velocity, just to give us a bit of life. And so on. So yes, there are 8 ostinato patterns that you can put in per bank, and then you can load and save them as you wish. So I hope that's been useful. If you've never used the ostinato section before, you can see how easy it is to get into it and create a little bit of life and a little bit of patterns and motifs in your music. Hope that's useful. Thanks for watching.